so fast? Why you drive so fast? Girl, where you gotta go? Girl, where you gotta go? Baby, you should try and drive slow. You should try and drive slow. Cause you going 45 on the 15.
Hey kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. I went ahead and filmed my everyday makeup tutorial for you guys. I haven't done one, or I haven't uploaded one, I think since 2020. All I know is it's been a minute, and I've been seeing you know, some other people posting their everyday makeup routines. I was like, what a perfect time. And then also I was gonna go ahead and film a clothing haul today. So this is like the makeup look that I do for pictures, clothing hauls. If you guys see my videos and pictures like on Instagram and stuff, you guys will know this is like the go-to look, unless I do something different with my eyeshadow. But I went ahead and showed you guys what I, you know, do to achieve this look. So without further ado, if you guys want to go ahead and see how I achieved this makeup look, then please keep on watching. Of course, everything will be in the description box as well. So yeah, all right you guys, I will see you guys at the end of the video. Hey guys, so I got my hair tied up and out the way, so we're gonna go ahead and start this makeup tutorial. First thing I like to use is a primer. My favorite one so far that I was put on to is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It genuinely really does help make sure that your makeup doesn't like move throughout the day. It's not waterproof, definitely not waterproof, but it does a good job. Also, pro tip, if you do your edges like me, I tend to put the primer on first and then I'll do my edges. Think about it, you know how we tie our edges up? When you put your primer on top of that, it's gonna be tied up. It's not gonna get right here. So your makeup is gonna be, you're gonna start sweating and like it'll slide right here. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and do my edges off camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and start my eyebrows. That's the first thing I do. I'm lying. Whatever setting powder that I do happen to use, I'm gonna put it like all over my face to let it like seep into my skin. I use the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, or if you want a cheaper alternative, I basically use this mostly because I mix the two. I use the Makeup Revolution Banana Deep baking powder. Put it over the eyebrows because we about to do the eyebrows next. Now we're gonna go ahead and start our eyebrows. I still use my pencil. It's a very cheap alternative as opposed to using like a bunch of other different stuff that people use. So I use the Wet n Wild pencil. This shade that I use is Simma Brown. Ever since I started doing my eyebrows, I've been using this specific product and it's amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and speed through my eyebrows because I have about like four or five different eyebrow tutorials on my channel. If you guys want like a more in-depth part, y'all can look at that, but we're about to speed through these eyebrows. The shapes, I'm gonna go ahead and like fill them in. I know it's giving very much box, but this is how my eyebrows always look before I actually like use the concealer and shape them up. The two different concealers that I'm gonna be using basically for my face and then also for my eyebrows are the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso, and then I use the Juvias Place Concealer in the shade 11. Just put a little bit of it on the back of my hand. Like that. I mixed the two, so for the bottom part of my eyebrows I mixed the darker shade with the lighter shade, and then for the top part of carving out my eyebrows I just use Espresso. But if you really don't know how to do eyebrows, I would just suggest watching my eyebrow tutorial, and I'm gonna like tag it up above too, the most recent one.
I feel so ordinary, said when you around me. Treat me like water while you play me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about your whereabouts. I can't keep no conflict with you, boy, can we just rub it out? I don't want no saddy with you, you know you my plug, and I can't shake this habit.
The next step after completing my eyebrows, I don't wear foundations at all for real. Like I said, it's the same concealer that I put on my eyebrows I'm gonna use for my face. We already put the powder on, so I'm gonna be taking the Espresso shade and just putting it like right underneath my eye, not going all the way. So I'm stopping like a quarter into my eye, and then I'm just gonna go on the outside and apply some concealer on the outer part. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my eyelid itself. Go ahead and I'm gonna take this little light color and I just put it on top, and I only put it on the inner part, so I'm only gonna put it here for both sides. What I typically like to do is take my rose water spray. I have it in one of those mister bottles, and I just spray my entire face. I feel like it just makes the concealer melt more into my skin when I spray my face. So let that sit, and then we're gonna start blending out with our sponge. Try not to do too much pressing or rubbing when it comes to blending your concealer under your eye, because that's what creates that nice coverage. You don't want to wipe away or pat away all the coverage. But as you guys can see, I don't really put, like, this is really the only areas I put the concealer. If I have excess, I'll just put it on top of my lip too, and around. I'm taking the excess that's on the sponge already and kind of using it, because I don't like to focus the concealer, especially on those areas. Really, well, for every day I don't do that. So for blend out that concealer that's down the bridge of my nose. So what I like to do is take the concealer, the lighter concealer shade, just because I want more of a highlight. Usually I just kind of take a dab of it. The brush that I used to blend out my brows, I'm just going to pat it underneath to create a highlight for myself. It's very important that I have that under eye highlight, because I have deep under eye bags, as you guys saw. So, and the way that you can cover up bags and make your concealer look more prominent is using a brush. Sometimes the sponge takes away, like as you guys see, like it's a big difference. I can see the line here and you can't really see it here. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and take my sponge into my powder over here, and once I blended all that out, I just like to set it. Same thing we did on this side. We're just gonna blend out this concealer with a brush. I look really white. I just take my Espresso concealer, just kind of put a little bit on top of my lids, just a tiny bit, because I don't really need a lot. There's already concealer on my eyelids anyways, so we're just going to blend it on out. Now for an everyday makeup look, I definitely use a skin shade eyeshadow. I'm probably gonna use my Fenty bronzer to like give my eyelids some dimension. Mocha Mami is the shade. But I'm not gonna put anything on it. We're literally just gonna use this brush to blend out this powder. So now we're gonna make sure this happens to the other side, and I'm gonna do that off camera and then come right back. Now we're gonna take our bronzing powder that we use for the eye, because we're looking kind of pale. We're looking very much mostly ghostly. So I'm just gonna take this like dome brush and just start bronzing my skin. I don't really contour because I literally just don't want to mess up my face. And you want to bronze like your chin area too, because it's very important that you make sure that your neck is your shade. What I like to do is go in with this shadow palette, and I take these two shades here just because like this Fenty bronzer is just like more red undertone, whereas this is like a dark undertone. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my head wrap because I want to get to the hairline portion so I can start bronzing my forehead. Like, as you guys can see, like a whole stripe. So what I do for that, because you don't want to just leave that there, I blend it out with this little brush here. And then before I even put powder on my hairline, you gotta make sure that the area that was covered up is gonna last throughout your makeup day. Take a regular powder brush and I just dip it into the setting powder, and you just want to make sure that your edges, I cover it, because setting powder is really gonna help make sure that it's not gonna go nowhere. And we're gonna bronze our foreheads. Yeah, and you just want to make sure you get it into your hairline. You don't want a differentiation from your forehead and your hairline. Not cute. So I'm going to take my skin shaded powder, and it's the Black Opal True Color powder. It's in the shade Foxy Brown. I got it from the beauty supply store. I'm going to dust off, try to get most of the Sacha Buttercup powder or the setting powder off of my face. I just wanted to make sure that it's like in my skin and not like me just rubbing it off completely. The thing that I like to do is blush, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some blush to my face. I again use my Warrior 2 palette, and it's the red shade right here. So the next and like basically last step that I do, like as far as makeup goes, is my highlight. Milani Cosmetics Strobe Light Highlighter, and it's in the shade Glowing. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my brow bone. And kind of like along the bridge of my nose too. At the very end of everything, when I put my highlight on, I just like to go ahead and like add some beauty marks if I want to. What I use for my brow pencil or for my eyebrows, I'm just gonna use it for my lips. From AMC Cosmetics, and it's my favorite liquid lipstick, and I have not parted from this product in years, so I need to buy another one honestly at this point. And then I'm gonna put a gloss on top of that. I got these lashes from the beauty supply store, ienvy I think is the brand. ienvy is the brand, and it's in the style Catherine. So like I said, I'm gonna link that down below. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes. Let me go ahead and spray my face for y'all to see. I'm using the same rose water spray and then my little fan. Alright you guys, so I am back with my lashes on. So the last thing that we need to do, the last step, is lip gloss. The only reason why I really wanted to show you guys this lip gloss is because it's not a regular beauty supply store one. So this is the Black Radiance Beyond a Pout, the oil primer. I put on top of my lips to complete my lip look, and it smells so good. This is my favorite lip gloss currently so far. I'm gonna continue to buy this. But yes, you guys, so this is the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this tutorial. This is something that I do for pictures, for when I'm getting ready to film. I'm trying to be productive today, but I just wanted to show you guys. I was like, if I'm gonna put on makeup, I might as well show you guys what I do. Alright you guys, so you have made it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much once again for watching this tutorial. Like I said, if you need tips on eyebrows, I will go ahead and leave, I think I did tag the eyebrow tutorials within that. But I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out. Bye.
So